Welcome to the Graybeard Gaming Podcast. I am Scott. This is David. This is Liam. And we are here to talk about gaming from a gamer perspective and not corpo shills or fanboys. We are game enthusiasts, just like you. And this week we're going to talk about Sony's return policy, or rather the inclusion of one. Haven Games, again, and other stuff. So stick around. And also, please drop a like and a sub. I hate asking, but we do this for free, much like the cost of a subscription. It's free. So before we get into the news, we do talk about what we've been playing. I don't have a big question this week because I'm dumb. So Liam, let's start with you this week. What have you been playing this week, and have you been enjoying it?
Well, I've been playing more Helldivers. That's definitely
cool.
been fun.
Yeah. Now that's your first. Is this your first time playing this, right?
No, it's not actually. I did have it on PC before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just so much fun, and it's a great way to actually play because when you just like load the game up, it just goes straight to your ship. It's like instant.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nice.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I've been having a lot of friends. Also got Helldivers who have been all like just going together. The bugs really annoy me though. Every time like you're on a mission with bugs and you have to clear them out, there's always that one that follows you. It's like, and so my guy's running and there's bugs come back.
Yeah.
Just go. It's just the one. It's not like.
I'm pretty sure that's by design.
Yeah. So they do that just to annoy you. Like you're out, you're like, stop following me. We did first of all, we did like an easy mission because some of the people just started. But then we moved it up to like I think it was hard difficulty, like level 5. We did a few missions like that, and we were like, yeah, this is good, and we were doing well. And one of our friends, she was like, this is going really well. The second she said that, it all went to absolute hell. She died, and the amount of bugs that came out, we just couldn't finish that side mission. We were like, nope, we're dying too many times. Just get in the ship, get back. It's your fault.
It's almost like the game is like listening, and it's like, what did you say?
Right.
Oh, it's too easy for you, is it?
Kind of easy. Doesn't Helldivers 2 have a slight what do you call it? Kind of like a dungeon master kind of aspect to it, that there's something in it that kind of controls each mission, that if it adds a little something to it. Or am I thinking of some other game? Maybe I'm thinking of another game, but it seemed like
I think you might be thinking of something else.
Well, when it first came out, they were trolling like the guy that was in charge of that. So he was like, he like just kind of amped it up a little bit.
I think with the game, like the way the systems work in it, how like the planets, and if the players as a whole are doing too well, developers will just like spike difficulty up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Push it up.
Yeah, it's like
so
this
it is
going
like
too easy.
quite a literal war. Like, they're having an easy time. Let's just push this up.
Yeah. How dare these bugs be on this planet that they were born on, that we want?
You think the game actually does that? You think the game actually is like?
Yeah.
It has.
Developers do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's probably AI, but they manage it. You know, like they're watching it. You know, as it's it's code. It's probably like a matrix screen with all these little things dropping down.
Yeah.
Because it is like a real time sort of strategy at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, that planet's getting won, or that planet's getting lost.
Right.
Some people, like, if you don't do the challenge, that planet's lost, and it actually affects like the world that you're in.
It does.
Cool.
Affects the whole shebang. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are putting like more events in. I just added dragons, so I have to play some more.
In Helldivers?
Yeah.
What?
I was gonna say they have the bugs. They have the automatons.
Yeah.
Automatons. Yeah.
And they have a third now.
They had a third set. They had a third one. I forgot what it was called. But
okay.
Yeah. Now they have dragons.
Wait, Illuminums.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Illuminati or whatever, something.
Yeah, we're fighting Illuminati.
Right. I never know.
I remember playing that with my wife and her brother, and my wife and her brother, they're twins, by the way. So they're like they're super competitive. So whenever we start a new game, whenever the first time they ever play a game, I'm like, all right, well, we're just gonna put it on easy. You know, you guys can get started. And like, hell no, easy. What do you think this is, amateur hour? And then I put it on. I'm like, you don't understand this game.
They're screaming.
You put it on hard, and they're like, we're not wusses. Put it on hard. And I'm like, okay, I put it on hard, and it is chaos.
Oh my
They're
God.
like, they're like, just we can't do anything. We can't do it. I'm like, I told you, don't put it on hard.
Yep.
What's wrong with you guys?
Yep.
So
first there's ooh and ah, then there's running and screaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's good that
Why
you
did
got
you
like.
put it on hard?
Well, it's good that you got two other people to play with, because playing with randoms in that game is a mixed bag.
Yeah.
A lot of times when I've played, I've gotten some guys that they want to talk on the microphone, they want to have strategies, they want to get it done, they want to work together. But then you have that that silent person that just runs off. Like, where is he going?
Yeah, just goes off.
Like he's not even not even concerned with his team, or even I don't know. So I hope that keeps up.
That's usually me as well. I'm like, ooh, a shiny thing over there.
Yeah.
I
That's who it was. It was Liam that did that.
I think Helldivers was the game that got me playing more PC. I think it was.
Yeah.
I think I had gotten a PC. I think I'd gotten it for DayZ, and I wasn't really playing it all that much. And then Helldivers, I really want to try this game, and it's not. I don't have a PlayStation, and I have a PC. I could play it, so I was like, my first time really kind of like using the keyboard, using the WASD or whatever, and learning that. So that was definitely like a gateway into PC. So thank you, Helldivers.
Yeah. That studio's rapidly become one of my favorite. I know I preach about don't love the studio, love the developers, but so far I think they've delivered, and fighting Sony a little bit on some stuff. When they put a restriction on it, you got to sign into a PlayStation account. They're like, hey, buddy. You can't do that now, you dumbass.
You should reverse this, Sony.
Right? Yeah.
They did. So.
Good for them. Is that all you've been playing? I know you've been playing some Diablo 4 because you can't get enough of it.
I actually stopped playing Diablo.
Really? Okay.
Just like until like the next season.
Yeah.
Like I've done everything in this season. It's just a bit whatever.
Yeah.
I think Diablo seasons are too short. Too long. I mean, to be shorter. I know not everyone's gonna like play it 10 hours a day, because people just some people know life, and some people have like a couple of hours.
Right.
The actual content they give you isn't enough to last like 3-4 months. It's like, well, this is just a reskin of that other thing, and we've done this, and that's about it, really. On to the next one. So I think it needs another expansion, but we won't get one for another year.
Yeah.
Call of Duty did something funny. They have like announced the next update, which is in a couple of days, and I know they're scared of Battlefield right now. They're terrified of Battlefield because of the moves they're making. First, the COD HQ is actually getting smaller.
Yeah, the file size, right?
Yeah, they're actually reducing the file size. I don't know how much by or what's actually going to happen. But they've done that because they tried to remove Modern Warfare 2 and 3, and they messed up that. I don't know how they messed that up. Like, people on PlayStation just can't play with discs. It doesn't work. Like, without the COD HQ. So they messed that up.
Wow.
And then today they announced like the next update, mid-season update, and they gave everybody, if you just log into Call of Duty, 20 tokens for the Battle Pass free.
Oh, similar to what they're doing with Battlefield 2042.
We'll give you money if you play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, have some free stuff. Take it, please. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah.
And also, they're going to do a event for the next part of the season, which actually makes sense for Call of Duty. They're adding more skins, obviously,
Oh,
and the
of course.
operators. Well, the operators is
Mayor
funny. The operators
McCheese.
are
Anybody?
no,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
not that. It's the Nuketown mannequins. Because there's a Nuketown theme. So they literally just put skins as mannequins.
Okay, sure. I mean, why not? You know,
Uh,
throw in
you know,
Big
I
Bird.
like-
That's maybe a couple of presidents. I don't know.
I think for Call of Duty that actually fits it because you have Nuketown in every single Call of Duty.
I know. And another, don't even
Like
get me
that, like-
started on that. That map is so done. That map was done 5 years ago, man. Just stop. It is a shitty map. The map, it wasn't even good when it came out. But yet they keep putting it in there because people want to nuke down. That map is garbage. It is trash. And
I do like some Nuketown. I think it's overused as hell, but I do like it. I liked it in Black Ops 2 because you had Black Ops 2 zombies, Nuketown. Bring it back. But yeah, just to have it on every game, on every variation, it's like, really?
But maybe they will do a Sesame Street map and have Big Bird and
now wait a minute.
have
I might be up for that. Yeah.
Elmo think you're trash.
Right. You hide in a garbage can. Pop,
Yeah.
God.
But they are making changes to Call of Duty, and it's funny just to see the reaction of Battlefield, and it's like, because Battlefield was like, oh yeah, by the way, we're only like 50, 60 gigabytes in size when we launch.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is like, we should like reduce our file size, maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, trim the fat, Just cut
actually
the fat.
optimize our game, maybe. Maybe. So it has them a bit scared, which is great. Thank you for competition.
Yeah,
I hope Battlefield succeeds. So Call of Duty can actually improve.
Yeah. Call of Duty, I think, is probably the only thing that they are they're not worried. They're not scared. And I know we're still in the what we're playing, but we can talk a little bit about this. But they're going to do fine. Battlefield, Black Ops 7 is going to sell really well.
I mean, it's still sell, yeah.
They're going to wait till like the smoke clears for about 3 weeks before they start adding, all the skins for Warzone and BO7 that are just ridiculous and stupid, and then it'll just start all over again. So they're not worried about anything. Will it take money from them? I'm sure that if you look at the sales every time a Battlefield comes out, there's people that, like, if you hand me one or the other, like here's a Battlefield, here's a Call of Duty, I'm more likely to take a Battlefield every single time because I'm just that's my bag, and I know that a lot of people are like that. So if they're fighting over that $70, yeah, it's gonna make a difference, especially on the player, the player numbers. Like right now, get this, I saw this earlier. I went to Steam charts and I looked up Battlefield 2042. 107,000 all-time peak. That hit like recently. Just in the last 24 hours, it's up 50. So they're throwing in some stuff just like they're doing with Call of Duty. To if you complete this battle pass, you'll get stuff for Battlefield 6.
Yeah.
And everybody they just want the Battlefield. They want to play Battlefield.
They want the Battlefield 6 stuff.
Yeah. That's a really good sign that people are going to go back to the shittiest Battlefield just so they can play a Battlefield to get stuff for the new Battlefield. And that is what Activision is looking at. They're not looking at what we're saying. They don't give a shit about that. They're looking at those numbers, and that's probably why they're going to start. You're going to see probably more advertising for this one. You're probably going to see more engagement on Battlefield 6 with Activision pushing stuff up until the release of this game, and that's how they combat that stuff. They're not worried about it. They just don't want to make sure. They want to make sure that they don't lose too much money from those sales of Battlefield. But
that's a really good idea, and I don't know why games don't do that more often, where they're gonna come out with a part 2 or a part 3, and they do something to the original game and say, oh, if you complete these achievements or you do this kind of thing, it will sort of cross over to the next when you get part 2 or something. I mean, it's so good because it show you how many people are actually interested in buying your part 2 because there's how much engagement you have on part 1, and it incentivizes people to play, so they're gonna jump on part 1, and try to.
Right.
So I mean, I think all games can benefit. It doesn't even have to be a
you're
battle
right.
royale first person shooter. It could be all game. Like if Shadow of Mordor did something in part 1 that unlocks something in part 2, I would have been playing Shadow of Mordor like freaking crazy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
right.
I think what it is with games at the moment is like in 2020, that's when we all sort of got shut in, and that's when all the service games started coming out.
Yeah.
Before games weren't a service, they would hey, here's a game. A couple years later, here's another. A couple years later, here's another. So and so.
Yeah, a lot of sequels too ended up being service games where they weren't before. All the stuff we were playing in 2020, the sequels now are like, why is this a live service game? And the first one was a single player game.
Because we got to that point of Fortnite blew up, and Call of Duty and Battle Royale was huge for a while.
Yeah.
And all these services came together. So now, because we're sort of in a service era, it's let's make players play this game for the next game, and then it all go together. Whereas before, it's I beat that, I'm just gonna wait for the sequel.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. It also helps that you can get Battlefield 2042 right now for like $3 on Steam.
Oh yeah, it's always on sale.
Yeah, and Battlefield, Black Ops 6 is still $70. That's something that Activision might want to consider as, preliminary to that next release is drop your fucking price on the old one. I mean, it's a yearly release. After, 6 months, maybe you could drop $10, $15, $20 off of it. I mean, holy shit. That's just ridiculous. And I know they have a sale every once in a while. Come on, man. Give me a break.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yep.
So, anyway. So, David, what have you been playing?
I've been jumping on No Man's Sky because they had that update.
Yeah.
And I thought that, because every time they do an update, they kind of do an expedition, which is like their battle pass.
Mm-hmm.
And it hadn't released yet, the expedition. I was like, I'm going to do the expedition. And it wasn't there yet. So but people can still play the new content. And it's being hyped all over the internet. Everybody's saying that, like No Man's Sky.
Yeah. I think they hit an all-time peak on Steam, didn't they?
Like everybody, I haven't seen one negative thing about No Man's Sky right now. Like they are just like, I've even seen recently people just saying like, this is it. This is the ultimate space game of like it literally has everything. It has no drawbacks. It's just a phenomenal game. It's reached its peak as far as like what you can do in the game because it basically added stuff that I was asking for, and apparently the whole community was asking for a really, really long time, which was basically like not only like ship construction, like your own like sort of ship construction, but like being able to walk around in your ship and have your friends in that ship with you, and you flying around and doing, and it's kind of funny because I always wanted to just walk around in a smaller ship. Which is why when I played, I just kept my ship smaller. But you can sort of do it with the freighter. You could already kind of do it with the freighter. The only difference is the freighter is massive, But the shipbuilding, there's a couple of other things. But I've been playing that for a little while. But then the wife really wanted to play 7 Days to Die. I think I might have talked about it once before. And it's fun. That's one of the very few games where, like, even No Man's Sky, I can play for a couple of hours, and I'm like, I'm gonna take a break.
Yeah.
7 Days to Die, I feel like I am playing like the whole day, like 10 to 10 in the morning till 10 at night. I had Labor Day off, and I had a very busy weekend, and like Labor Day was like the only day that I didn't have any barbecues or anything to do, and me and the wife played 7 Days to Die from dawn till dusk.
Oh man!
So it was like
that's fun.
It was like It was fun. It was a lot of fun. We did a lot. There's so much to do in the game. I mean, I really feel like that game doesn't get enough credit. Visually, it's not the greatest looking game in the world. Neither is DayZ. I mean, people love DayZ, and it looks terrible.
It looks terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, but I will say that like they do a really, really good job of like every sort. Like you go into a town, and every house is a little different. One house is a little beat up. They have different stores. They have a gun shop, or they have a grocery store, whatever, your gas station. And you have your typical suburban houses. Each place is a little different, and they all have. I don't know how they do it, but every zombie is like strategically placed to give you like a jump scare. Like every single time. I don't know how they do it. You hear the zombie and you're like, where's the zombie coming? And boom, he busts through the wall. And you're like, what the fuck? Why is he? How did you get in there? I literally was just playing. I was just playing before we jumped on the podcast. I was just playing like for an hour really quick. I was, me and the wife had like a quick hour. And we went into this building. She's like, I'm like, what happened? She's like, the floor gave out on me. Just the floor gave out. And I'm like in the basement now, and there's like 10 zombies.
Shit.
Like,
so there's like destruction. So
there's
you
destruction.
literally mean it comes through the wall, like breaks through the wall. And
there are zombies that come through the wall. There are zombies that are breaking through the doors and just like pop through the doors. And you know what too? I noticed too is, they're not stupid. Like they like I went into a house the other day when we were playing, and it was like 2 young teenage zombies attacked me, and then I turned the corner after I killed those zombies, and a motherly figure zombie attacked me, and then I go into another room and a fatherly look. I'm like, this is a family. This is a family of zombies.
Right.
This isn't just. What I'm saying is, this isn't just random zombies. You know what I mean? Like random looking zombies. This is a family in this house that I just got rid of, and I just, it was just like the attention detail that I was like, huh, okay. You guys really thought about this,
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that if you go into a house.
It makes sense.
Like the kid comes home, it's like, that bitch bit me in the neck. What the hell? Has I got a hickey? And then, he bites dad bites mom, mom bites sis. It's a Zambly.
You walk into a zombie store and it's like it's just, I don't know, healthy eats, and then you go through the door and it's like a punk rock zombie, and I'm like, well, this doesn't work. Like
a girl with a nose ring and bare feet.
Yeah.
You want a membership?
So it's really cool, and you know what? I definitely noticed. It's been a while since I played 7 Days to Die, so I definitely noticed a few updates. I saw a bear the other day. Now I don't know how new that was. A bear was being attacked by a bunch of dogs in the game. Gina was like, "You gotta go outside right now." We go outside. I'm like,
was it a regular bear or was it a zombie bear?
It looked like a zombie bear being attacked by like 5 zombie dogs. Whoa. That's what it looked like. This happened right outside the neighborhood. It really felt like I was like in suburbia.
Yeah.
And honey, you gotta come out here. The neighbor's fighting.
Right.
Come out. Oh shit! Yeah, get him! There they at it again. So we've been having a lot of fun with that, and I think the other thing, and maybe you guys have this, but I have this one friend who I haven't really played with in a really long time, and he's from California. I never met him in person. He's just the nicest guy, and we've been playing off and on for maybe a couple of years now, and we just been a while, haven't played in a really long time, and he saw us online and he hit us up, and then he was like, "What are you guys playing?" And I'm like, "Oh, Gina really wants to play 7 Days to Die." He's like, "Oh, let me check it out." He goes and he checks it out, talking about it. He's like, "I'm just gonna buy it." I'm like, "No, don't buy it just because we want it." He's like, "No, I'm gonna buy it." And we played all night. We had such a great time, and he was like, "I gotta get in on playing with you guys, cause, like I love playing with you guys, and I never get a chance to play with you. And you know, if I don't jump on with you when you guys are both on, I'm it's never gonna happen. So I gotta jump on, you know. And it was like the sweetest thing that somebody to say like that. And it's true. I've been playing so much PC.
Well, you guys are a lot of fun to play with. I have to admit.
Thanks.
I'll agree with them on that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys ever have like people like that. I mean, it just makes the game funner when you have like people you get along with, and you could play a game longer, or you could play a game that's not even that great. And if you have like really good friends, you know, yeah. Like I wasn't like I really want to play 7 Days Night. My wife was like that, but I was like, but playing, we ended up playing all night and having a really good time about it.
Yeah.
So you know, sometimes you know you have good friends like that you know, make you want to jump on, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, like when PUBG first came out on console, it was atrocious. But I had friends to play with, so we just laughed.
Yeah, we all played it too.
You can play the worst game ever, but you can just make a laugh out of it with the right people.
Yeah,
like you land and shoot at somebody and go, I know I hit that guy, and then the environment draws in, and he was behind a wall. I'm like, oh, that's why I couldn't shoot him.
Every time we were like, get in the car.
Yeah, it was almost
there's a little bump in the road. The car blows up.
Yeah.
We just laugh at it.
Right. We always had the joke is like the worst enemy in PUBG is PUBG. It's the fucking game. You're actually when you're not playing the game, you're fighting the game. Yeah.
Yeah. But if I'm playing on my own, I'll be like, I died.
Right.
Your friend is like, look at that.
Yeah. And then like there's just the things that you come up with when you're playing. Like I don't know, it almost becomes like a locked in memory. You know, I remember we were playing and like my friend, I gave my friend, or he gave me an item. I don't, you know, when you ever like play really late at night, like 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, you're like half asleep, and you start getting delirious. Like, you know, and he gave me an item, and I just was like, "Thank you, young man." The way I said it, he just lost it. Like you could tell his character just stayed put, and he was just losing it. And my wife was like, "What's happening right now?" And I'm like, "He's lost it," and he's cracking up laughing. And then that became the thing for the rest of the night. It was like, "Thank you, young man." We just kept saying it to each other, you know. So it's almost like the game was irrelevant at that point.
Right.
But you're welcome, Yoda's cousin.
Yeah. How about a pilgrim? And he's like, you know. Yeah, so we've been playing that.
Yeah, that's what I love about co-op games. When it just seems to be.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're kind of forced to help each other, you know. It I don't know. It's that little nudge that I think some people need. To just it's hard to make friends now. I mean, especially being older. I mean, Liam's still young. He can go like into a bar and somebody's talking about some topic, and you'll go, "Oh yeah, I watched that," and then boom, you got 2 new friends. When you get older, if you do that, they look over at you and you're like, "The fuck you just say?" Like,
yeah.
Sorry.
I have like had bad experiences like going to the bars and
we all have. Bub.
Do you call them bars over by you? You don't call them bars.
Yeah, well I mean, we
you call them pubs. PUBG.
I think we say bars when it's like
you had that. More... That was all planned out. I saw that.
Yeah, it was. Bars is like more sort of tropical, I guess. It's like, there's cocktails and this and that and the other. And it's like it's a bit more fancy.
Little upper crust.
Yeah, bit upper class. But your local bar down the road is a pub.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, I went to this bar, and I was like, I don't know what to do because I'm not great with people actually in real life. we were chatting into different people, and I thought, wait a minute, I'm in the right generation here, because everyone here was like a gaming nerd or just a nerd in general.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So everyone out was like, oh yeah, it was either this or PlayStation. And so this other guy who was like big like this, looked like a bouncer or something.
Yeah.
What kind of build he has. I said, it was either this or painting my Warhammer collection. I was like, this is my people. Where were they?
Yeah.
Where was I most of the time?
You just have to find them, right? Yeah.
I feel like that sort of person is like so much more accepted now in this day and
It
age.
is,
Yeah,
it is
absolutely.
now. Yeah, definitely. That's what I mean. I wasn't expecting it. Just everybody just nerded out on one night. I was like, where were these people growing up?
Yeah, I mean, nobody ever says, "What? You still play video games?" Nobody says that anymore. Cause,
no, it's a cool thing to do now. I mean, it's a Warhammer shop in my high street.
Yeah, we
Just
got
Warhammer.
one. We got one here.
So it's just more accepted now, just to have like nerdy stuff.
Yep.
Or sometimes you every once in a while you get like a hot chick and she's like, I like nerdy guys, and you're like, where were you like 30 years ago?
I know,
like,
right? What the hell? Like,
all my school days, I was getting made fun of because I had glasses, and everyone's a nerd. You fake.
I like that guy with glasses. There's a Seinfeld episode. What was it? Marissa Tomei likes guys bald, like bald guys.
God.
All right. Anyway, what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? I have also been playing No Man's Sky.
Nice.
So I saw that update, and I'm like, okay, well, now is the time to. I did the tutorial. I don't know, like a year and a half ago. I played a little bit in VR, which was very disorienting because if you don't know what you're doing, like, I have a whole mouse and keyboard to figure out what I'm doing. When you go into VR, it's like, I can walk around. This is awesome, but I don't know what I'm doing. So I put it on, like, easy mode, just to kind of get a feel for everything. And I'm slowly upping the difficulty to it. So I went in and I was like, where do I think I can build a ship, but it's probably very expensive. So I went to a space station. I landed. I got out. I'm like, and I happened to just back up into a teleporter that teleported me to where you build a ship. And I was like, oh, what the hell? This is great. So you get the pieces together and you kind of do whatever. And I found out that I have the ship economy turned off apparently, so I can just build whatever the fuck I want to.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that at the time. And I'm thinking, oh, so I'm going to build all of this, and then it's going to be like, oh, it costs this much, or this is what you can, you can claim this when you reach level blah, blah, whatever. So I'd spent a little bit of time making something that I thought looked kind of cool, and I was like, yeah, I like that. I got everything I need and everything, and it said complete, and I clicked it, and it shot me back down on the floor, and there's my ship. I'm like, what? And I got in it, and I fucking took off, and yeah. So I've been playing with this brand new ship. I want to go back and make another one now that I know that I'm gonna keep it, and it's not something that's like, put that there, put that there, put that there. Oh, I need one of these. Yeah, let's go. Give it a little bit more thought,
Nice.
But yeah, the process of making a ship is way easier than Starfield. I don't know why Starfield it's not like super complicated, but it is definitely more complicated than it needs to be. This is like, where do you want to put this? Like anywhere on the ship. Okay, put it right there, then fine. And I've got the only thing that's different, I don't know how to do this, is that the interior of my ship looks like a ice cream truck. It is like every color of the rainbow. Just, it doesn't have like a pattern or form to it. It's just like
it's just colors.
Colors, right? And it's kind of nauseating. So that for my next ship, I need to find out if that's something that's like, because I've seen some pictures of some ships that have like a white interior, and some with like dark gray with like hints of red and blue, and So that's probably something I need to figure out. But man, I like my ship.
You can change it.
Yeah. So I've been doing deliveries. So I go and I'm like, this is, let me get comfortable with like navigating everything. So you go deliveries. Yeah. You go, they give you something. You go to this planet and you land and you give it to the guy and he gives you like either a blueprint or some money or something like that. And I've just been having fun, doing that. So I will definitely be playing more of it. When I get more comfortable with it, I do want to try it in VR, of course, but I want to get it down to where I know what,
what you're doing.
Yeah, because right now I changed the...
No Man's Sky.
What's that?
I had that same problem in No Man's Sky. I didn't know what I was doing, so I never got into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I should
not that
get
it's
into it now.
the tutorial's really good. When I played it when it first came out, like on PlayStation
Yeah.
4, and it was well, the tutorial really wasn't much of anything because there wasn't much of anything to do. You got your ship and you just flew to planets. That was pretty much it. You just gathered resources. But I want to take my time with it and learn, what to do with it. And now my ship is actually using fuel. So, and I'm like on this planet and I'm just tooling around and I'm looking, I'm like, 25%. What happens if I run out of gas and I don't have the resource? Okay. So then now I'm at a space station now and I need to figure out like how to put gas in my ship. I don't know. But I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's kind of like that. It's a chill kind of experience, but at the same time, it's still exciting because like some of the planets I've gone to are just gorgeous. I mean, just jaw dropping. And then like coming in, going into through the atmosphere, and you hear stuff hitting your ship.
Yeah.
And then you come out of the clouds, and then it's like you get there right at sunset or something, and it's it's really cool. So with that shipbuilding and getting in to fly around, I get it. I'm starting to get why a lot of people like No Man's Sky. And I think this is one thing that a lot of people have been waiting for is to make their own ship, be able to walk around in it. I got a bed with this like bubble window that's on the side of it. So like I didn't think about like sleeping. There's no sleeping in it.
There's no sleeping.
Yeah. But when I land or when I can, you just kind of hover, you can get in that bubble and look, on the whole side of the ship. It's just, it's really cool.
You mean the bed inside the ship?
I put it inside the ship next to this big like bubble that kind of comes out of the ship. So like if you're standing in the bubble, you're looking like through glass at the bottom of it and the top and then the sides and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
I remember putting the bed in my ship when I built my first ship.
Yeah.
And I just got this very sort of like, this looks like something like from like Aliens, the movie. You know what I mean? Like, like you ever see the ships in Aliens and everybody's got kind of like their own little bunker. They got their own little bunk and they got their little, I don't know. I was like, this is pretty cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm glad you mentioned the attention to detail, like hearing the sound. Because I remember when I first played No Man's Sky on VR, and I'm coming in, I'm flying into a planet, and I'm hearing that, things hitting your ship. Maybe it's rain when you're going through the clouds. And I'm going like this, and I'm looking up, and I'm just looking at my wing, and I was like, man, this is like. You know what I mean? Like, this is as close as I'm gonna come to like flying around in a planet.
Yeah, and it's something that Starfield just totally missed on.
The mark on.
I mean, big time. Like you can fly your ship and you can get into fights, but you never feel that connection with your ship because just going anywhere is just clicking on a map. So when it's the same thing when you're playing like Mass Effect. You can give me any ship in Starfield. I will take the Normandy over it every single time because
definitely. I love the Normandy.
Even though you were not the pilot of that ship and you didn't fly it, the connection you have to that ship is deep because of the story and So it was a right decision for them to take the piloting away from you in that game, so that you can focus on the ship itself and the people that are in it. And Starfield I think Starfield just misses the mark on a lot of things.
It's funny you say
funny thing is talk about Starfield as well, because that's going to get some updates.
Jeez, Liam. Just kidding.
Nice. No, I was just gonna say it's funny you said Normandy because there's an expedition where you can get the Normandy in No Man's Sky.
Like from Mass Effect.
Yes.
What?
I'm installing No Man's Sky. Right, bye.
What?
Yep. Yeah. So when they come out with several updates, they always come out with an expedition. It's like their battle pass.
Right.
And they came. I want to say it's like the third or fourth. It's like one of the very first expeditions, like the third one or the fourth one.
Yeah.
And the expedition, when you complete the expedition, you complete the battle pass.
Right.
You get to have the Normandy ship as your ship.
That's cool.
And Yeah, and the only thing this, like I said, this is the only thing that I hate about No Man's Sky. Or I don't want to say hate, but just like bothers me, is that once this expedition is gone, you can't play it again. Like that Normandy ship, you
Yeah.
can't get it. Now I did see online. I did see online. There's like if you play it on PC, there's a way where you can sort of like change the file of No Man's Sky a little bit to be like a previous date or something, and you can play old expeditions and then get all the things.
That FOMO stuff is
Yeah,
why even do that if it's free?
And you know what, too? I can understand if it's like, you know, 1 or 2 expeditions, whatever you missed. But there's like 10 or like 15 expeditions at this point. They've come out with, I think they've come out with 12. I want to say it's around 12 updates to No Man's Sky. Free updates.
Right.
Thank you, Sean Murray. Absolutely. Thank you, No Man's Sky team.
Now
you know
go
what
work
I mean?
on Light No Fire. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Hello Games. But like open up the window. Like at least, I don't know, at least 3 a year. You know, like just 3 every year, every 3 months, or every 4 months. You have an expedition, an old expedition that we can replay, and those of us who didn't do it can re-get the stuff.
Well,
you know, they just. You know, because I would love to get that ship. I missed that expedition.
Yeah.
So.
Well, now though, you can, you and your buddies can get in the same ship and go do the expedition together, which is really cool.
I don't know if you can, but yeah.
Really? Why would you?
I think I can. I'm doing my expedition, and I think you're doing your own expedition.
You can't.
I think you can link. I think you can link up. I'm not really sure how that. I've never done an expedition with somebody.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that.
Well,
how
I mean, you can fly around in on somebody else's ship, so
yes.
Maybe that's the reason they're delaying the expedition. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did play. Yeah. I played some Battlefield 2042 as well, just to kind of scratch that itch a little bit, and it's nice. It's fun. There's a lot of people playing it, so when there's a lot of people playing something, it makes it better because you don't have those people that are like clinging onto that one version of the game and they know everything about it and they're like just murder everybody on every map. It's pretty even and it's been a lot of fun. So let's move on to some news and stuff. Not that there's a whole lot going on, but this is interesting. Liam, you brought this up. Good Old Games, GOG.com, you're able to link your Xbox account and purchase games from them through your Xbox account. And these are license-free games. These are games that when you buy them, you absolutely own them. So they're DMR-free. I'm guessing that's probably to get ready for the ROG Ally X, which you're going to be able to install Steam and Epic Game Store and all that.
But at the same time, like, why does he need an Xbox account?
You don't need one.
No, I know you don't need one.
Right.
You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, I think it's because they're getting with Steam, Epic Game Store, all this stuff that when that next console comes out, you're going to have all your library of games on that one console.
Yeah, I think that's more possible every day now, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it is.
The console multiple stores. Before it was like, is it? But it does seem to be like looking.
Yeah, it seems like that's what they're going for.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
I don't either.
In terms of price and what happens to your games, what happens to other games.
I mean, I assume that's like say, okay, well let's bring up a scenario. You bought like 3 games on GOG, right, with your Xbox account. So when you get the new console, whatever it's going to be, you're obviously going to be logging into your Xbox account. So when you install the Good Old Games app on your new console, let's just pretend that that's a thing, then the games that you purchased from them with that account are going to be there, and you're going to be able to play them. Same thing for Steam. Same thing for all these other ones. Right? If Steam and Epic Games does the same kind of login, which I can't see Steam doing. Steam will probably just have their own login. But either way, I mean, it's going to be. I think it's just something easier for people to kind of get their mind wrapped around being able to buy shit in another store on a console.
Yeah.
Like some people don't even understand that. Like you only have one store on the console, and they control the pricing.
It's just the Xbox store. That's it.
Right.
I like at that point. Is it a PC? Is it basically a PC?
It would have to be to play a PC game.
Is it a console at all?
It would have to be to sell it as a console. What is it?
I think we're starting to blur the line.
Exactly.
Here.
I think that's intentional.
What it is.
We are blurring lines because I don't think if they're going to have this Xbox with other storefronts, it's not going to run Windows like PC Windows.
No, it'll run a version of Windows. It'll just be a scaled down game version of Windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so
even
you're not
the
going to
Xbox,
have like PowerPoint on your Xbox.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, right. It's right now the Xbox Series X and S it's a Windows kernel. It's just not able to do much of anything. Right. That's why some people have said, "Hey, can we not put that on a drive and just you know what I mean? Like take a computer, put a drive in it, and load the Xbox operating system on it and run games that way." But they may be working on something similar to that with Windows 12. But you always hear really cool shit about the next Windows, and then when it comes out, it's like, where is all that stuff? You didn't do any of it. It's just another bloated OS. So I think this is another indication that, like David said, it's a blurred line between what a console is and what a PC is, and which I think is great. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. I think it's great because personally, if I had a console PC hybrid thing, that's fine with me because I like my console anyway.
Yeah,
that seems to be nothing but a bonus for me.
Yeah.
So if I want the next Xbox and it plays Steam,
well, I also think about people that just play games on their PC and they've got a PC that might be like 5 or 6 years old, and to upgrade it, if they just want to play games with it. This might actually be a better option as long as you can buy games on different stores.
Yeah, or buy a system for their partner, buy a system for their kids.
Yeah,
for anyone else, because if you're literally playing the same games at that point.
Yeah, I mean if you're not streaming, you're not video editing or anything.
I've only got a Xbox copy and have to rebuy it on Steam and have to do this.
Right.
If it's all in one, like a PC is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a consumer. I feel like if I buy a game, I should be able to play it on whatever I own.
Yeah.
That's not the case.
And we have like traditionally before had one device like for each thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like all the devices do the same things.
Yeah, it feels like almost overnight. Then we've got all of this is a little bit of a gray area.
Because you remember, like when when I was a kid, we had CD players, and then we had a separate MP3 player, and we had a separate this player, and now it's like, oh yeah, your phone does this.
Yeah,
your phone does everything, and every year phones come out.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were talking about exclusives, how they were going to miss exclusives, and I'm like, I kind of get that, but if you look at it, like say if the exclusives were done the same way with movies, right? And say you wanted to watch a movie that Paramount made. Great.
Yeah.
You have to go get a Paramount DVD player to play that movie. Okay. And then you want to watch something by Warner Brothers. Oh, well, you've got to go get another DVD player that plays the Warner Brothers movies. Now, by saying that, it sounds stupid, right? It sounds ridiculous. But this is what we've been doing with consoles for years.
Yeah.
And it sounds now it's starting to sound that stupid.
Yeah.
It's and that's what we're doing, and I'm glad that it's going away.
And
also because sorry, go ahead.
No, go for it.
Also, like consoles before were different. They were different pieces of hardware, and now they are just scaled down PCs. That's what they are. There's nothing unique about them.
No.
Yeah.
Well, except for Quick Resume, that's still something I wish we had on PC.
I don't know why they have done it on PC, but anyway.
No, actually, what you just said was similar to what maybe a stepping stone to like what I was gonna say was I recently bought a new TV. Like it's the newest TV that I have in my house. And it's great. It's fucking great. I love this fucking TV, right? It's like 77 inches.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And I'm overcompensating for something. Okay. So and it's fucking the smartest TV I have in my house. It's smarter than my dogs. It's amazing, right? And I'm learning so much about the tech that is like sort of growing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like I recently found out that I can marry my keyboard and mouse to the television.
Right.
And plug in my PC.
It's got Bluetooth, yeah.
And my PC is like right next to my fucking TV.
Yeah.
And I looked at my PC and I'm like, wait a minute. Hey, hang on a second here. I was like,
hey.
I'm like,
it's HDMI.
And then what's crazy is my Xbox is next to my PC. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I looked at the two things and I said, they're the same now.
Yeah.
Like my
can use a TV.
My PC is my console now. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's just that my mind exploded with possibility here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel like Xbox and Microsoft, they're like, this is the way that, and like, same thing what you said, Scott, like with we sort of start to, like, technology sort of starts to move in this path of, like, convenience. What is the least path of resistance? I don't want multiple devices. I want one device.
Right.
I want to be able to do everything on this. I don't want to have to change shit. You know what I mean? I want to be able to buy Steam games. I want to be able to... And you know, it's funny, too, because recently Xbox stopped selling movies. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
And I used to buy a lot of movies on Xbox because sometimes they would have these sales and they'd be like $5. And so they stopped it, and I'm like, shit, man. I'm like, they said you could still play these movies.
Right. What you own, you still own. They don't take anything.
Which I still own, yeah. But some new movies come out, and I'm like, I can't buy them. I'm like, shit. I'm like, so then I go on my Samsung TV, and I'm like browsing around, and I'm like, oh, there's a Fandango app, and there's this, and then I start looking, and I'm like, there's more ways for me to buy movies.
Right.
Just right
that
from
are
right
on sale.
Here.
Right.
I could just buy them right here,
right.
And I was just like,
probably cheaper.
So the same. It was on Fandango. They had like $5 movies,
right.
And all the old ones, the '80s ones that I love, like Weird Science or some shit like that, Back to the Future,
right?
You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, this is $5, So there's definitely, I feel like, a constant progression, a constant movement towards the path of least resistance. This exercise of convenience and just making it easy for you, and this idea of we should have exclusives and things should be like only
tied
here,
to the hardware,
only
right.
there. Right. Yeah, that's just like it's becoming old. It's becoming like an old idea.
It is, and some people are not. They're really hanging on to that. I got into. I wasn't arguing. Let me just preface that. There was a guy on X that was. Yeah, I mean, he was showing his like giant library of games, and I just made a joke of like, man, the what you could do with all that space, if you had them like digitally, and of course he just like lays into rah, 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 rah. I'm like, well, if you look at it, if most of the stuff he had was like PlayStation, like all the old PlayStation, the new PlayStation, all that stuff, and I'm like, if you look at it, all of those games, yes, you own those games, you own the console, and yes, they are exclusive. But that's the problem. They're exclusive. So if you have that PS2 library and your PS2 goes out, well, then you're going to have to either repair it some way or find another PS2. And they're not as readily available as they used to be, like 5 or 6 years ago. And repairing a PS2 is not. I mean, you can still do it, and you can find people do it, but not everybody has like a game shop where they live that you can go, hey, can you fix this? So if you take away the hardware, you have no library. You can own those games, you can do whatever you want to with them, but without that hardware that it is designed to run on, you have nothing. And that is what I try to tell people that that are hanging on to that library of stuff is and I'm not telling them to just go buy a PC, but I'm just saying by having a PC, those games can be played, wink, wink, if you own them. And then anything coming out, as long as the servers are still running or whatever, if you buy it on PC, you have it in a library and you have it for whatever PC you have. It's not tied to your PC of that PC you bought in 2024. It's not like, PC 5, right? So when you go from there, even the PS5, eventually they'll phase out. And once that hardware is gone, it doesn't matter if you own the disc or not. It doesn't mean shit. It means absolutely nothing if you can't take the disc and put it in something and play it. And this guy just went off about, I know I can repair them. I can get them repaired. I've thought of everything. I've thought of every contingency. I can play these forever. And I'm like, wow, man. I mean, I just felt bad for him because at some point he's going to get to where he's like, what do you mean I can't fix this PlayStation 1? What do you mean you don't have another one? Well, we're all, why can't I find one that works right?
Yeah. I mean, eventually they will go out.
Right.
I don't like the exclusive argument when people say, I liked PlayStation because they had all these exclusives. What's the point now if they're going to go to Xbox or if they're on PC?
What is the
blah,
point?
Blah, blah, blah. Like, so let me get this straight. You only like PlayStation for its exclusives. So all the time you played, all the library you bought, all the friends you got, all the trophies you have, and now you're scared because games sell more somewhere else. That's it.
Yeah, that's not an argument. That has nothing to do with exclusivity. Yeah.
It's like Xbox. Like Xbox games go everywhere. I don't care. I've got 700 games on Xbox.
Yeah, why would you care? If you have an Xbox, why care? If you have a PlayStation, you should care because you just get more games. I mean,
oh no, more people can play the games that I like.
Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, that's kind of what you want, I mean, I kind of get it. You find that band, you're like, yeah, I like this band. I'm cool because I found this band myself, and then you hear it on the radio and everybody's talking about it, and you're like, fuck that band.
Yeah. Or did you have that time where it's like, listen to this song. This is going to be the song of the summer, and all your friends are like, I'm not sure if I like that song, but it's your song. Yeah. 2 months later, the entire world's like, this is awesome. I'm like, dude, that was my song.
I just told you that was. But
I told you.
Yeah, it's getting blurry, and that game library on console. That's when Xbox kind of lost their shit. They lost that generation. It was very, very pivotal for everyone.
Yeah.
This is how they get it back. They get it back by offering everything. You get a console and you can
have everything.
Yeah. Oh, you want to play Gears 4? Well, or say Gears 5? Oh, well, here it is for $60. Or, hey, look, it's $4 on Steam. Which one are you going to play? Just get the one that's $4.
I do wonder, because consoles were that piece of hardware, at least when you have a console game, it plays for that hardware. So you could have like a good console port versus a PC port that they messed up.
Or vice versa. Yeah.
Or vice versa. But what, like, if it plays both, like, what happens? How is it going to play this?
Well, I think that
like a PC would.
Well, wait a second though. If it's say designed when these new consoles are out, I don't think there is going to be a different version. I think it's going to be the same version. It's going to be the same version game. It's just going to maybe be slightly different for whatever store you buy it on. Like for instance, if like Gears Reloaded, here's a perfect example. If you get it on the Xbox app on PC, which I did, they gave it to me for free, so I downloaded it. It played perfectly fine. If you bought it on Steam, it's a slightly different version, and it had some issues. It wasn't patched the same way. So that is an issue. Plus, you get games sometimes that, like, if you bought Starfield on Steam, you get DLSS or before the guys do that's on Xbox. Like, why? Like, what?
That's what I mean, because there are different versions.
Right. When we get to a point where, that console version of that game is eliminated and it's going to this new hybrid or whatever it is, that may not be a thing anymore. It may just be like, oh, which current, which executable are we running? This one? Well, then you can do anything with the graphics, or you can pick from 3 settings. So I don't know. I mean, there's a lot you can do with that, and probably the developers would like it too, because they don't have to they don't have to actually port anything. They just have to maybe offer a different executable or something. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a programmer. I don't know how that works, but
yeah, I don't know. It's interesting to see the direction it's going.
Yeah.
We won't find out for another couple of years anyway. There was one rumor floating about PlayStation. PlayStation 6 could have 3 models, 3 options.
Oh yeah. Well, of course, because who did that first?
Microsoft.
Exactly. So of course they're gonna,
Apparently they are working on a handheld.
Yeah.
Which would be like a PS5 handheld.
Yeah.
Which would be good.
Well, if it plays games natively, yeah, it would probably be great.
Yeah,
as long as they
don't. Like a proper PS5 native.
Right.
handheld.
As long as they don't they don't make games for it exclusively like they did the Vita, and then just go.
Oh no,
we're not gonna make these anymore.
Yeah, I think that era is gone. Now it's just gonna be like just playing games like a Switch does.
Yeah. Well, while we're on the subject of Sony, they actually changed their return policy, which is funny. That was part of the title of this, and I'm like, what return policy? They used to just not have a return policy. Like, you bought it,
They have one.
jog on. So now they are implementing a easy to use return policy on certain games, much like Steam and Xbox. So if you play a game and it's garbage and doesn't work, much like the last couple of games they've released, then you can go to your account and go to that game. You have all your game history, and you can request a refund. And, of course, I think it's up to like 2 hours or something if you've played under 2 hours within a certain amount of time, like I think 2 weeks, basically what Steam has. Then they may say, cool, you can have a refund, which I think is that's another good step in the right direction for Sony. Because since they overcharge you for everything anyway, so that will be implemented probably because of the game. Oh God, what's the name of the game that I've already forgotten it? Concord. Yeah, it's probably because of Concord. Yeah, because they actually refunded people. That's not something that they do. Like the only 2 times I've seen that is Concord and Cyberpunk 2077. So when that came out, it played so poorly that they said they pulled it, gave it back to CD Projekt Red, said, we're going to give refunds to everybody. You call us when this thing is workable. So
I think they did the same thing to Mind's Eye as well, because that was crap.
Did they? Oh my God. Yeah, we don't hear about that game anymore. Another game we don't hear about anymore? Fair Games. So the Jade Raymond, who made Haven Studios, left in May after forming the studio, but then later selling it to Sony, and we haven't heard squat from her since May. Which, and I've said this, means she was fired. That just if you're not saying, hey everybody, I love the team, this is where my next adventure is blah blah blah, I can't say where it is right now, all this kind of stuff. She hasn't said anything, so I'm pretty sure she was fired. The creative director, Daniel Drapeau, I think is how you say that, has left also to join WB Games Montreal. So he's found a new job. Mm-hmm. So the game director has left and the studio head has left. If this game releases, I'll eat a bug. It's gotta be tanked. I can't see them looking at this game and thinking it is good enough to keep shoving money into it when the studio is obviously falling apart. I don't know what they're thinking with that, but again, we'll have to see how that fares. And speaking of departures, I didn't have this on the list or anything, but what is his name at I forgot his first name, but Rod Ferguson. Rod Ferguson is leaving the development team for Diablo 4. So he posted this a couple of weeks ago, said that he was leaving, and I'm like, oh, did he get fired? No, he didn't get fired. He's left because I think his job there is done. He's going, ironically, to work on. He's going to Take-Two to work on the next BioShock game, which, if you don't know this, BioShock 3 was in development and it wasn't going well. They were having a lot of problems, and they called Rod Ferguson, and he came in at the end and helped push that out the door, similar to what I guess he did with Diablo 4. I don't know. So he's called over there to do that, even though all the guys that used to work at Activision Blizzard said that the only thing they saw Rod Ferguson do was have a meeting once a week for an hour, and he talked about his cats or some shit. It's like he didn't really do anything. Like, man, it must be fun to work at a game studio and be a head, just part of management. You just like go to a meeting, eat a donut, call it a day. It just seems like that's what they do. It's ridiculous. So anyway, that's really all the news that's going on right now. We're going into that period of no news and then a shitload of reviews. So Borderlands 4 comes out in a couple of weeks. There's a game that came out right now, and I actually I talked about it previously. It's called Metal Eden. It came out today, and this game is a lot of fun. Go over there to Steam and check it out. It's kind of like it's kind of a roguelike, not necessarily that, but it is a first-person shooter that's very fast-paced. It's got a good like cyberpunk kind of aesthetic to it, and it does have a linear story, which is always kind of like for a first-person shooter, is to have a beginning, middle, and end, and not something from Ubisoft.
I heard about this game.
Yeah. You can download a demo. It's a blast to play. I had a lot of fun with it. I am just currently broke right now, so I will wait and see how it is. But it's $39.99, and of course right now, since it launched, it's 10% off at $35.99. And then how do you guys feel about, I asked you this before the show, but I don't think we really talked about it, but Borderlands 4, I had zero interest in this when they announced it. I'm like, I don't care. Just seeing Randy Pitchford makes me want to turn my monitor off and unplug it and maybe not plug it back in. I just, not the biggest fan. But every time I see this game, it looks really good, and it looks fun, and it looks kind of like that gameplay loop that Destiny has that I'm kind of been missing from actually playing Destiny 2, which is I'm done with that. I can't play any of that stuff again.
Yeah, I don't think I can play Destiny 2 again. So Borderlands 4 does have me interested. It's a lot of money. After seeing games
what is it, like $900 now, or?
I mean, it's like obviously $70 or £70 for the base version, but you get like 121 for everything. The Super Deluxe Ultimate.
I know that's like 4 oranges here. I can make like a fruit salad with that, and that's.
It's just like when seeing Helldivers 2 at $40 and.
I know.
Got Gears for free. It's like you look at games like, oh, that's 100 for it.
I know it's. There's some good stuff coming out. I've been playing a game called Dark and Darker, the PvP mode. Or PvE mode. It's free. I've been having a blast with it. And Battlefield 2042, $3, man. It's $3. I'm with you. It gets kind of hard to see with that next game that's coming out. Especially within a month, like how much can you spend?
Because like October, I think September's quite
it's got
light.
A couple, yeah.
It's got a couple of games here and there.
October's just going to be like a 1-2 punch.
October though is like how many games are coming out?
Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
And that's before we get to November. It's like, oh my god.
Well, what are you guys looking forward to the most? From now until the end of the year.
Battlefield 6, which I got pre-ordered.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play Battlefield too. I'll probably get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try it out.
It is fun.
You
It
know?
is so much fun. Yeah,
But-
Battlefield definitely for me, and Arc Raiders is a definite for me as well. And that's really the only
Right.
two. Borderlands, I'll wait till it comes out and see what they do.
Arc
with it.
Raiders. Yeah, I remember those Arc Raiders. Let's see, where are we?
I also remember my Borderlands experience, my previous Borderlands experience playing that game, and I just remember like having a good time with it for like 2 hours, and then just being like, "What's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point of this?"
Yeah.
You know, like I would get a gun, and this gun's cool, and then it's all about getting the next best gun, and you get the next best gun in like 5 minutes, and then you throw away the old one. And I felt like I never really got to enjoy any of the weaponry that you get. And the game is all about the weaponry, you know? So I'm just kind of like, I really feel like this game is pointless. Like,
three was, did you play 3? Because 3 was even more, like anything that you did, it would just explode with weapons. Like if you open a trunk,
I
it
think
wasn't
3
like
is the one that
it was like just confettied stuff all over the place, and it was just overwhelming. Like I played that for probably about 2 hours until I was like, this just should be inventory the game, because I'm looking on the floor like going, well, that's better than what I got. I'm gonna get that. Oh, well, this one's better than what I just got. Let me get that. And then, and you do that for like 10 minutes, and then you go to the next area. So for Borderlands 4, they said that they're focusing more on story and game mechanics and things to do in the semi-open world. So it's a little bit more open and it's not as linear. And I think they're trying to make activities and live events, in the map. And with, kind of like Destiny without saying, it's like Destiny. So if there's fun activities to do, to get like not so random gear. I think that's what is cool about Borderlands 1 is like that gun that you get. Nobody may never have that same gun because it's randomly generated. That's fine. But the real cool stuff should be like, I want that gun. I want to go after that weapon. And what do I have to do? Well, then you have to go here and here and here and then talk to this guy, and then you have a quest line to get that thing. Just that's how RPGs work. If they implement that, I think that it would be a much more fun in general, and to play with your friends so that you all get the weapon.
Yeah, I think though. I mean, if they're trying to go the Destiny route, I don't necessarily think that's a good idea either, because Destiny kind of went that route too. Like you get the best next gear, or the best next gun, and I've had quite a few moments in Destiny where I got a gun and I was like, this gun is better than the gun that I have before, but I don't necessarily like this gun. I don't want to be using this gun. I want to use the gun
like
that
you
I
did
had
this whole
before.
quest line to find us like, this gun's not doing it for me.
Yeah, this gun's not. I mean, like, it's really kind of sad, because if your focus is on the weaponry and enjoying that aspect of the weaponry, you need to make it so that like you form a bond with the thing that you like. You know what I mean? Like, be like, you make the thing that you like so disposable.
Exactly.
I'll find a better find a better gun in 5 minutes. It's like no. I mean, I remember, I can't, if I recall correctly, there was a gun in Destiny. It was called the Midas Touch or something like that. Or like King Midas. Something. The Midas multi-tool.
Yeah, Mida multi-tool and Mida mini-tool. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember having that gun, and I'm like, this is a cool gun. I like this gun. And then like, I don't know, like half an hour later, I found a gun that was like better than it, and I was like, I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to lose this gun. I like this gun.
Yeah, so
why can't we do something
so your
where we
vault
keep
fills
this?
up? Right.
Yeah, and then you end up putting it in your vault, and it just stays there. You end up using a gun that you really don't like.
One of the aspects though too is that, for instance, that's a good example, because the Mida multi-tool, I use that on every character. I will try to get one for every character. I carry that with me everywhere I go, because I love that weapon and I use it, for specific things. Now in Borderlands, You're right. It's like everything's a throwaway. They even had guns that when it ran out of bullets, you just throw it as a grenade,
yeah.
and then you get another one. I mean, it just kind of sums up the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it also a lot of it kind of laid really heavily on humor, and I don't think that's from the guys that have been playing this new one, or letting them play it a little bit early. They said they're not doing that as much. It's not as cringy, and the humor's there, but it's not trying to be.
Don't force it.
Yeah, it's not like that meme of Steve Buscemi with the skateboard and like, hey dudes, like he's in high school or something. It's not that. It's very light, which I think is a good thing as well. But if the game's fun and you have cool abilities and you have that gameplay loop of just feeling like a total badass, then that could be that could gain some Destiny players that have given up on Destiny and Bungie for the most part. But yeah, but you're right, David. If it's still just that you open a chest and 42 guns fall out, and you're like, jeez, I just when I stopped playing, I killed a boss or something, and it like sprouted this fountain of just loot, and I'm just like, I didn't even look at any of it. I'm like, I'm done. I don't. It's just exhausting. So. I don't know. We'll see what happens when it comes out. It's not something I'm going to pre-order definitely, or maybe even play when it comes out. But I want to keep an eye on it and see. A demo of that would probably go a long way.
Yeah, actually, that's another thing. Actually, I don't know where demos went. Bring demos back.
Yeah,
something, trial, something.
Yeah, when you, especially if it's got a number 4 on it, like some people are like, come on, man. The Battlefield. I mean, look what the Battlefield 6 beta did for Battlefield. Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
Like, it just completely blew up. That test for Arc Raiders, it exceedingly got more people as like, hey, dude, I got another one of these tickets. Let me give it to you. We got to play this.
Build some hype.
Yeah, exactly. When you put it in the people's hands and let them play it, if it's good, it will speak for itself, and it will, you don't really even have to advertise it. But I get that, they have a deadline and demos are hard to make, and sometimes you see demos come out after the release, which is okay too, I think. But
yeah.
But yeah, I think it just has to do with time. It used to be like, hey, you could break off a couple of people to go make a demo, and now it's like those people, are instrumental in every aspect of development at the end of that production. You have to get it out the door. So anyway, we'll see. We got some good stuff that's coming, and I'm excited about October for sure.
I'm just looking at October games, and it's. Yeah. PlayStation, they get Ghost of Yote. There's what else? There's Ukulele. Did you ever play Ukulele? It was like a Banjo-Kazooie spiritual successor game.
I don't play those kind of games, no.
It didn't review the best, but they're doing like a remaster.
Yeah.
Little Nightmares 3, Battlefield 6.
Isn't Hollow Knight in there somewhere, or is that November?
That's September. Hollow Knight Silksong that's tomorrow.
No shit.
Oh,
wow.
No. Well, tomorrow for me. In 2 days.
Well, okay. Whatever.
Pokemon's in October for Switch.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be on now for the Switch. Keeper as the Xbox game. Ninja Gaiden 4, Jurassic World Evolution 3, Vampire Bloodlines 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. I'm interested in that one as well. If they drop did you see what they've done with this game? Okay, so but in the previous games you have your clans. And you pick your clan as kind of like your storyline, right? Your backstory, and I think it actually you get, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played it, but I think you get like attributes based. It's kind of like picking your class in a way.
Yeah.
Well, there's 5, I think, and you get 3 in the game. The other 2 you have to buy the $100 special edition to get the other 2. So they lock. That would be like have an RPG and you can't play a fighter or a ranger unless you buy the special edition. That's just. But they said they've gone on Twitter. Of course, they said, "Hey, wait, maybe we're rethinking this because you caught us being exceptionally fucking greedy, so we're gonna have to maybe not do that." So hopefully they'll fix it because that game looks good, and a vampire RPG, man, just sounds perfect for October, right?
Yeah,
Halloween,
and of course you have Arc Raiders at the end of October. There's just a lot of games in October.
Yeah. Well. We'll get a full list. If we don't have any news next week, maybe we'll talk about like the hot games that are coming out from now until the end of the year, and maybe whatever else we can come up with. So yeah, I think this is a show, and thanks for dropping by. Again, sub and like, please, if you don't mind. I hate asking for it, but kind of how things work around here. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get some more T-shirts because. David wears a different T-shirt every week, and I have like 4 T-shirts to my name.
Oh, I'm the same, to be honest. I'm like, clothes shopping. I need video games. I need.
Right, I know, right? It's like you're seeing this shirt for a while because I had to pay for Battlefield, so.
Yeah. Just for some noodles in the corner.
Right, some ramen noodles and some Ronco noodles with some cheese. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Thanks for dropping by.